Hey, seriously, guys, you guys have come a long way. There's no doubt in my mind you guys are going to be a hit at the Plumbers Bar. All right, that's because of you, Shabba-Doo. Thanks.
All right, and wait, it's still playing in my background. Sorry about that. And it is thanks to you. Hopefully, you guys could hear that, and their sound was coming through. Thanks to you guys for all that you guys do for the comics community. I'm going to do a creator hangout tonight. We're going to raise some money for some people. I have only 48 hours left on Grand State Punk. Super excited about getting some backers on that, trying to finish out strong. I got to get to that solo 10K club because I have not done it yet. I've done it with the anthologies, but I haven't done it with the solo thing. So people who are in the 10K club, let's talk to them first. We've got my man, Pat Shand.
Oh, my God. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes. Do I have any echo on this motherfucker?
Yeah. Well, I love to hear an echo of the word motherfucker. So, I mean, I'm fine with that. But
I mean, should I put on the headphones or not, you think?
It seemed to be fine to me. If you don't want
to. Good. I like to go headphones free. You know, I have a very big dome piece.
Right. I hear you. And another person in the 10K club is Clay Adams. He's in the club.
What is up? I'm rocking the headphones, guys. I don't care what you guys are doing. I'm wearing headphones.
You're a professional voice actor. That's not fair.
I mean, beyond that too, you have a very svelte head. You know, it's a lot more. Yeah,
I have to fill out my head a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little teeny tiny. You know.
I hear it. All right, hold on. And we've got the last person not in the 10K club. She's with me, Kat. How are you, Kat?
I'm good. I'm good. Sorry, I had it muted.
So what I need you guys, if you guys are watching, please leave a message. Let us know that you're here. We need to know people are watching because if not, we're just talking to each other. And though I love talking to these people, it's better to know that we have an audience because then we're far more entertaining. Pat will swear more. Is anyone else from California? Clay, are you from California?
I've worked there. I do not live there.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I briefly lived there.
Well, apparently the Kardashians have given Stephen Prince the ability to come here because in California you can't make any decision without the Kardashians' approval.
No.
Welcome, Stephen.
Thank you. I had to clean a lot of bathrooms today. A lot of marble bathtubs.
The ones that are elevated from the ground, right? They're too fancy. They have to have the little legs.
Yeah. And you got to be careful what you use because you don't want to ruin the marble.
Right. That's an ongoing problem. Yeah. It's an ongoing problem.
It sounds rough.
It is. Especially,
Especially, we need to know. I'm excited. Especially what?
I was going to say the wiping.
The wiping what, Steve?
I was going somewhere else, and then I just lost it, you know. And,
well, I can invite the people who came in last week if you need to get back on course. They're very helpful. So there has been a talk. What happened to the Creator Hangout last week? For those who didn't miss it, we had porn invasions, like legitimately. I put this link out pretty free form, and some people who wanted to show us some pornography. They were real people. It wasn't like captured videos because they waited till we called on them.
Wait. What? It was their pornography or just like their favorite sites?
There was some shit that went down.
Yeah, the shit went down. Literally.
That's how to put it.
2 girls, 1 cup. Type of
yeah, it was that level.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I would definitely pass on that one for sure.
I assume it's because New York Comic Con, like we just got, like you guys, all the important people were gone, like you and Clay, and the rest of us had to deal with poop.
Yeah, they wouldn't dare do it with Pat and Clay around.
Right, they wouldn't do it. They've got to keep it classy.
Yeah,
we go away and all hell breaks loose, Pat.
Right.
It's crazy. I mean, dude, yeah. I mean, I have a goddamn bone to pick with you, Travis. When I was live on Cheeky, I was in this bitch every week. And yesterday, not yesterday, last week, I'm in bed. I'm starting to doze off. I'm going through Facebook, you know, and I see you on live, and I'm like, this guy went on live without the kid, and I mean, it's just not right. Okay, I'm not.
You were in New York Comic Con. Like, you need to do New York Comic Con shit. In fact, I heard you were going to do another podcast, and they also said, "Hey, why don't you network? Have a beer with somebody." That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not much for the networking though. I'll go to the cons, and I'll do some stuff afterwards. But
I hear. So, if you guys are in the chat, please message me your links, because I need those Kickstarter links. Because we're going to get into them in just a second. But while we're here, there is so many cool things to talk about. Okay, we had because it's not related to the Kickstarter, so I want to bring these out beforehand so I don't forget. So Clay, can you talk about your announcement, the cool thing from Scout that you got to table with, and very cool guys? I'd love to hear about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm co-writing a book with Don Hanfield, who's one of the gentlemen behind Scout Comics, and he has co-created a comic book with Martin Kove, who is the sensei on Cobra Kai, Sensei Kreese. And he's anyway, they've created a Western together that's pretty badass. It's got a little True Grit to it. And yeah, I was asked to come aboard and co-write this thing, and we did a little signing at New York Comic Con, and pandemonium broke out when the man himself showed up. He was not supposed to be there on Friday, but he showed up, and we had a little impromptu signing on Friday. And then the signing itself on Saturday was phenomenal. Just absolutely a ton of people, and Martin stayed and signed like 2 hours past the time he was supposed to. Awesome. It was just an insane crush of people. So it was a really cool thing to be a part of, a very small part of. And I'm excited. We had this exclusive ash can, and I'm excited to get the book out sometime next year.
Nice. That's nice. Pat, I need your link, and I need Clay's link if you guys private chat me.
Yes, looking for it.
Hey, Moana, how are you? You're more than welcome to come on if you private message me, because I know you have a kids book out. We'd love to talk to you about it if you want to come on. Pat, did you have any announcements at Scout that I missed? I know you had. You were all over. You're like a tribal warrior. You go to the different tribes, and you're like, I will be here with my presence now. What do you got? What happened?
Any announcements? Not anything new to New York Comic Con, but I have stuff coming up that I've been talking about for a while. I have, I have a book that I just learned I've been giving the wrong date to. I'm launching a new Kickstarter on October 28th. I've been telling everybody it's the 21st, which was a mistake. I knew it was launching at a con, and I'm doing Exotica on the 21st and Baltimore on the 28th. So it's the 28th. That is going to be a graphic novel called Mixed Magical Martial Arts. I'm co-writing that one with Kevin Cuff and Bob France, the Metal Shark Bros, the Word Bros. Two great guys. It has art by Patrick Mulholland, letters by Jim Campbell, as always. That is going to be about a regular mixed martial arts fighter who joins a fight club of witches, mages, seers, psychics, and all that bullshit. That's going to be on the 28th. It's going to run for about a month. And that is going to be a brand new title for me. So that's that. That's what I'm excited about right now.
Nice. So the co-writing wasn't enough. They were like, we need a third writer. Like, it's just, we can't get it. We need one more.
Well, yeah, I mean, they were a good team. I brought them on, and we're doing it like a writer's room style.
Oh, you brought it on.
Yeah. No, it's in the Destiny New York universe. It's my title. Okay. Yeah. I liked how they did Metal Shark Bro. I thought they're two funny guys, and I wanted to bring a bit of a different energy, since this is there's action in this comic, so I wanted to get a sense of that from them. So we did it like this. I have my overall concept. I gave it to them. They fleshed it out into an outline, and I rewrote the outline. They then broke it down into a script, and then I went in and I did my writer's pass. I edited scenes here and there. I did voice work on the dialogue for the characters. You know, some are established in the Destiny New York universe. So yeah, it's very much like TV writer's room style of comic book scripting. Yeah, it was a very fun experiment for us.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I'm working on something similar like that. Show writing is interesting in the way you do it and how you do it. That's cool.
Definitely.
All right. And you guys don't have any New York Comic Con announcements because you guys were hanging out with me. All right. Unless someone announced something that why you weren't there, which is just mean. That's just mean. How? Oh. Hi, Tim.
Hey, Travis. How are you?
I thought I blocked you.
I was to say, yay, Tim got unbanned.
You know, I was blocked last week, and first of all, I'd like to apologize about my actions.
Right.
It seemed like a good idea at the time. I don't know what I was thinking. No, I found out afterwards, or at least I'm pretty sure, that the people who were invited before you were handing out the ban hammer, and I think I might have been either the first or second person, and somehow when it bounced me out, I was getting the "you're blocked" message from the. You can't rejoin the chat, of course, at that point. But I only have a couple of minutes, man. But I wanted to, first of all, stop and say hello to everybody. Hello, everybody. How are you doing?
Hi.
Good to see you, Stephen. Hi, Katrina.
Hey, Tim.
I wanted to congratulate Travis. I saw your that's a recent victory for you with the Coins of Judas. Good for you, man.
Yeah. We just got the diamond code, so that's up and ready to go. So we'll do some diamond goodness.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Good for you, and I'm real happy to see that. And I'll tell you why. You're one of the guys, man, who you talk the talk, but you walk the walk. And what I mean by that is you've been a big help throughout the indie community. And I'll tell anybody that listen, Travis has been my good luck charm. Well, more than one time, actually. We're up to probably two or three times now. But with a little luck with this artist I'm working with, I'm hopefully going to turn up in this next project that we talked about doing together. So I appreciate you, buddy. I just wanted to. Hey, Charlie, I do. It's Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It launches. I guess I should shoot a link over. Matter of fact, now that you mention it, I got this. I'm trying to get to 100.
Well,
oh my gosh, it's at 99 right now. So
we'll get you. But I think we got to start the program, right? We got to start begging for money. I mean, that's what we're at. That's what we do here. We yell at people. We got to be like, hey, why have you supported us? Whenever you got to go, Tim, you're more than welcome to leave. We'll make sure you get where are you at? Let me see where you're at real quick. You are at 99. We will get you your one.
Thanks,
I promise
man.
you.
Thanks,
No,
and I got about 20 minutes or so, if that's cool.
I get it. All right, cool. Well, let's go through all these wonderful projects. Talk about it. I got to get my handy dandy notebook. I don't know where I put that, but I'll find that in a minute when I put Pat on the spotlight as we talk about Destiny New York, the best ongoing series on Kickstarter, according to Pat Shan.
Yeah. I agree.
Well, you got a counter? Did you? Who was your thought? Because it's either you or White Ash. It's got to be one of you, right?
I mean, I'd say that I am tied with Charlie.
Oh, bold words.
I genuinely think that White Ash is great. And I am definitely not one of those guys. I mean, I was just talking about this in a group chat. I hate that marketing where people are like, yeah, the story's okay, but you got to come for the art. It's like, I hire amazing artists. If a writer doesn't believe in their story, then why would anyone want to support that? A writer should, believe in the story more than anybody else. They're selling the story. They're selling their passion. So if you ask me if I think that this is the best, I'm going to tell you, I agree.
Nice. I like. So tell us, what is Destiny New York? Why are we at volume 6? Why is this an epic love story for this one? Like, what's going on? Tell us what's going on.
I will.
All right.
Destiny New York is the story about a girl who had a prophecy made about her when she was young. She completed her destiny when she was just 13, and now she's entering her 30s, trying to figure out life post-destiny. She's been told her whole life that this magical event is the greatest thing you'll ever do. And now she's trying to bring new meaning to her life as she becomes, an adult, and as she begins to, in her eyes, age, get older. It is a love story between her and the last surviving member of the mystical mafia. It's been described in reviews as The Sopranos meets Harry Potter. I think that is an apt comparison. We have some beautiful art here too. You're scrolling past by Matteo Leone. He's been rocking with us since volume 5, creating a beautiful grayscale black and white palette. What else? Why is it an epic love story? It's epic because it's gone on for 6 volumes. I do these long 130 to 200 page volumes. I am doing I'm doing my Why the Last Man, my Preacher, my long ongoing series. By the end of it, you're going to have at least 11 volumes of ongoing character arcs that run for years that you can invest in and hopefully enjoy. And spin-offs, we have a whole world here. The core title is, of course, what we're kickstarting here, but I like my supporting characters. We have characters like Trinity, who leads Gangster S Barista, Smoke Leads to the Future, all fun spin-offs. What else? Yeah, this is our 6th Kickstarter. It's my 6th year on Kickstarter and my 24th campaign overall between this and my publisher account. Yeah, that is my spiel.
No, that's good stuff. I love Destiny New York. I love that it's being picked up with Black Mask, and you can get all there. Right, Black Mask, right? Yes.
Yeah, Black Mask is doing single issues. Yeah, I'm rocking on with my collected trades through Kickstarter, and Black Mask is slowly putting out the single issues.
All right.
In the direct market.
DNY is the biggest achievement that independent comic creative have done on Kickstarter. The many sequential issues published almost never happens in the direct market. It's only one so far on Kickstarter.
Gang, 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 gang.
Yeah, it is. It is an interesting thing, right? Like, I remember when I met Tyler James. You guys all know Comic Launch Tyler James. I remember seeing him, and I laughed in his face, and I had to apologize to him years later because he was pitching to me Red 10. And I was like, no indie comic's going to do 10 issues, dude. Like, it's just not going to happen. Like, I love you, but I've been around a long time because I've been reading my whole life. It's like, it's just, you're going to get bored halfway through. And it took him several years to get those 10. But by golly, he did it, and stuff. But you are way beyond 10, right? You're at volumes. How many pages per volume?
It depends. Volume 1 was, I think, 150. 2, 3, and 4 were a bit over 200. And 5 and now 6 are over, I think, 130, 140. We actually were on a Twitter space recently, me and Charlie, trying to figure out how many issues, and I think we're on issue 36 now of just the main title. That's not including spin-offs. It's not including side stories, one shots, that kind of stuff.
Nice. All right. Internet's been a little slow lately. So for those who've been around for a bit, meaning the algorithms are a little slow, so we're getting less followers. But I think we can get you 2. I think we can get you 2 backers tonight. Get you to 609. We're going to try for it.
I'll take them. Yeah, we have 23 hours left to go. We're in our final day.
And you're trying to get to that 36, right? There's one more stretch goal at 36, right?
Oh, yeah, 36 I'm not worried about. I'm trying to get 40. 40 would make me very, very happy. I can trust the last day on a campaign of this size just to do about between 3 and 4. So I feel safe on 36. But
right.
I just really want to see it grow. Volumes 1 through 3 all grew. Volume 4 fell back a bit. I didn't. There are certain things that would change to how I promoted it. And then Volume 5 shot ahead to 37. So I really just want to be sure that I'm investing, the right marketing ideas and seeing growth campaign to campaign. So if I at least can jump a bit ahead of Volume 5 and break 40 on this one, I'll feel really good.
Awesome. All right, so let's get to our man Clay. Clay is looking on the internet. He's a good follower of all things Kickstarter, and he was like, yo, how do I get some of that Cthulhu money? And here's what we got, right? I mean, I assume that's how it went down. Is that
you make it sound so cynical, Travis, and you're dead right.
Right.
Yeah, it's scarily accurate.
Right, sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, obviously, Lovecraft stuff does very well. Cthulhu stuff does very well. This is actually not really Cthulhu. We wanted to do something in the Lovecraft universe, but maybe something that didn't have as much play as Cthulhu. So we went with the Dream Cycle. The artist is Mick Byers, and the colorist is Julio Rojas. And the three of us combined on Nightmare Theater 2 last year. And we did a little Lovecraft adaptation where we did the Hollywood thing where we took the title and the characters and we completely threw out the story and just made up our own story, but still sort of like set in the universe. And we had a great time doing it and decided to come back and do a little one shot. So this is the opposite of Pat's. It is not an epic thing. It's just it's a 48-page one shot. And but you know, if you come beat down our door and ask for more, we'll give you more. We're not, you know, we're pretty easy. If you want more, we'll give you more. But yeah, 48 pages, Lovecraftian horror. We got a little sex appeal on some of the covers because you know people like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you know, Barbara Crampton did some Lovecraft stuff, Reanimator, and I think From Beyond, and you know, people like a little sex with Lovecraft. So we're throwing it out there and see what sticks.
Nice. I've loved this book. I've loved the design of it from the start. She's got a little. Do you remember the character Scion from CrossGen? Like she was a bower. Like
yeah,
very similar art design. So and I didn't realize how much I missed her till I saw this character. I was like, oh, very. I missed the blonde headed archer.
Yeah, that's. What's that?
I was going to say just the head part. Or did you miss anything else?
Yeah, that's that cover is Luca Strati, who did Mars Attacks Red Sonja for Dynamite. He did some variant covers for them, and
it's a great cover.
Yeah, thanks. Super happy with how that one came out.
Now, question.
And then the other one.
I have a question before you get to the cover. What were you saying that this character or this kind of universe is connected to the Nightmare Theater story?
Yeah, so this is a sequel to a little Nightmare Theater short we did in the last collection. It was Beyond the Wall of Sleep, Lovecraft, and then this. So the Dream Cycle, for people who don't know, it revolves around a character named Randolph Carter. And he kind of like goes into the dream realms, and at the end of the dream cycle, he's disappeared into the dream realms, and he can't come back. And now we've created our own character, Margot Carter, and she's like the great grandniece, and she's going to get Randolph back from the dream realms, but the monster Nyarlathotep Hotep stands in her way.
Nice,
cool.
Okay. We can get Nightmare Theater 2 in the campaign?
Oh, everyone froze. Or maybe I froze. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you froze. Can we get Nightmare Theater?
Did we break the internet?
Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me?
I can.
I can hear you.
I
I can hear you.
Yeah, I think Blaze freezing.
Okay.
Oh, I can hear you now.
All right. The question was, you were the one frozen, by the way.
Of course.
Can you get Nightmare Theater on this campaign?
You can, yeah. You can get Nightmare Theater 2, which is where the first Beyond the Wall of Sleep appeared. That's the cover by Whatnot Publishing publisher Michael Calero, and Trevor Richardson did the coloring, and he's also with Whatnot, but I don't know his title off the top of my head. But yes, yeah, you can get that. You can get a digital edition. We got a whole bunch of stuff for you.
Nice. All right, so let's make some money things here. What we do? Well, we can get you 2 backers, so let's get you to 51. Get you that odd number, 251.
Love it. A little buffer to get over 250.
Let's get you to 9666. How's that?
Sounds great. Sounds spooky.
Spooky. It's good. That's our goal. By the way, guys, don't be afraid. You can back now. I should probably put both of these in the thing so people can know what we're linking at. Let's do that real quick because I forgot to
Let's
do that.
do it.
So let's get Destiny New York here first. By the way, I know other people are watching besides Charlie, so if you guys can talk and interact with us, we would appreciate it. We like interacting with fans, or haters, one of the two, whatever you are. Just come as you are.
Yeah, if there's any Raven Gregory's in the audience, please speak up.
Yeah, any Raven Gregory, please. Yeah, it's
Just
so
gonna
weird
go
that he
down.
sent the feuds over and then went actively against you. It's he's so passive aggressive.
Who, Raven?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's you know, I love him, but he definitely does dangle from my nuts.
That's all these links, share it out so everybody can talk about them. Like I said, we don't have a lot of viewers tonight. I don't know why, but we'll see what happens. We'll figure it out. Share it out, guys. That'll help too. If you guys are on this panel, please share it out to yours. Maybe that'll help get our views up and we'll figure this out. All right, Tim, since you're quick, tell us about Waterworld, and we only need to get one for you. I mean,
Only one. My name's Timothy Fling. I'm a short story writer from York, Pennsylvania, dipping into comic books and graphic novels a little bit. And like I'm fond of saying, I never had any traction with writing short stories at all. Started converting them over into illustrated stories and making Kickstarters. And man, we're off to the races. I'm up about 20% for each one. This will be number 5. Trust me when I say I'm as surprised by that as you guys are. I never thought this would be an ongoing thing. But here we are with, this is actually the 4th issue of Water Wars 2288. It is a series of post-apocalyptic short stories in a terrifying alternate America. Basically, the way it works is it's an ongoing series, but each issue is a standalone story. You can read just one, and it tells a story. You don't have to read the other ones to make sense of it. That said, if you like the lore and the backstories, they are all connected. The same characters turn up. They share the same timeline, and they tend to be presented in the format of sort of like everyman type characters. You know, they're very, very kind of a real world approach to sometimes fantastic scenarios. In the latest one, this is Citizen 0313 is one of our recurring characters, who's also available in comic shops this week, if you are so inclined. That's published by Antarctic Press in their title, Planet Comics. And actually got the cover for that too, which is pretty stoked about that. So if you want to support your LCS, you can go there and buy that one. Having a pretty good week, to be honest. But mine is getting ready to launch here Saturday. It'll be 12 o'clock Eastern time. And in this one, our 2 main characters encounter a genetically enhanced Minotaur. Since we're all writers in here, right? In this group, Travis? Okay, well, I'll tell a little more then. I'm not too concerned about giving up spoilers because I'm a screenplay guy. I like scripts and I like to know what the deal is. In this one, you know, all the stories of Water Wars 2288, they have the framing of what I call sad and beautiful stories. In the end, there's always a little bit of a twist. In this one, you kind of root for the characters the whole way through, but in the end, you find out they were the bad guys in this story, and it's a little bit of a twist up if you've been following the story, and it'll make more sense when you read it. But it's something we're real proud of. We got high hopes for this one. I've been up just about 20% on every campaign so far. So I've never had 100 followers on a pre-launch, so I'm pretty excited about that. I like to attribute some of my success to my pal Travis Gibb, who's always started supporting me back during the Lost at Sea days and even the Hunchback before that. So I'm real grateful for the support of the indie community, and everyone's been terrific to me. I'm grateful. I'll just leave with that. And I will, I'm here kind of now talking, but I will follow the books that I've seen here. I'll follow all these books, and I've met a couple of you guys already. Some of us are friends already, as we know, but I do follow the Kickstarter projects, and I'm a backer myself.
We don't need your follows, Tim. We need your money. $3,
Well,
$1, $2. If you could do 50 cents on Kickstarter, that's what we want. We want 50 cents. Like whatever.
I will get on that tonight, and in particular the 2 that you just showed there with Pat and Clay.
Yeah,
they
we've got
look
Pat
like
today,
terrific.
And myself all ending, and Steven's ending like in minutes. We're all ending soon, very soon. So
Tell you what, I'll get Steven here while we're on the air.
oh, all right.
Got to keep it real.
Keep it real, right?
Because-
Don't get
because-
Steven while we're on the air. Wait till I announce him so I can get my numbers down, because that's gonna boat. You're messing the whole thing up.
But yeah, having a pretty good week. You know, that's I got some stuff finally turning up. Finally, some stuff starting to be published. I primarily do things on my own. I didn't ever know I was going to be a Kickstarter fellow. That's just really sort of what happened while we were planning other things. And you know, I've been sort of lucky, if you ask me. It's not. You know, I've never had any of these, you know, the Whopper projects like the ones we've seen here tonight. And congratulations on your terrific projects. They're fantastic. But you know, I've never had one not fund either, and I'm pretty regularly in that 5 to 7 bracket anyway. And at this point, the returning backers are there with me every time, because it's this is one of these projects where if you're following along, they are a little bit connected together. I try not to necessarily pitch that. In my experience, that can sometimes work against you. You know, people are funny about backing a number 4 or a number 5 because maybe they don't want to spend, you know, 30, 40, 50 bucks to do the whole catch up thing. But none of mine are like that. You could buy just one and it's a story in there. You don't have to necessarily understand the other ones. And they're framed in the sort of story format. If you like the kind of things like Richard Matheson, Rod Serling, Ray Bradbury short stories, and TV stories like The Twilight Zone, Outer Limits, and Night Gallery. If you like things like that, you'll probably like these stories.
Well, we will get you some follows. We got to get you to pass 100. I'm sure we can do that very easily. And we just shared it out, so we'll get that. But we've got to talk to Kat. Kat's got a book. In fact, we already got you to 100. You're at the 100 right now. Congratulations. But let's talk about cats.
Yay! Let's talk about cats.
All right, let's talk about cats. So what cats are we talking about? These cats? The ones that eat dog poop off the
I
ground?
knew you were going to start with that again. Those particular cats. Yeah, that particular cat is Mittens. But this is my second book in my cat stories. And it is 20 plus short stories, 100 plus pages of stories about cats living their best lives. They're all based on real cats, either my cats or cats that live or may not live, according to Travis, in Florida in feral cat colonies.
Nice. And again, I love the Spider-Man print. We got that as well. That's important.
Yep.
And we can get both books, right? That this is
you can get both books. It's a standalone, but if you're interested in the first book is also available. Also available as add-ons are my 2 books in the Toy Story series, a Toy Store, not Toy Story. Disney's going to nail me one of the times on that. Toy Store series, Tales from the Toy Store and Return from the Toy Store are also available as add-ons.
Nice. Well, let's try to get you. Let's try to get you to 900. We'll see what
I'd be happy with 900.
And then we'll try to get you to 37 because I'm always scared of books, like I tell you.
Yeah. Books are tricky.
Yeah, I'm better at selling comics than I am books.
We're currently 4 backers away from unlocking what may be the only children's book that Russell Nolte ever did.
Okay. Is it the Triangle one? Is that the one that he did?
It is. Was it Little Worm and Little Bird? If you scroll down, it's in there. But we unlocked that at 40 backers. A digital copy for every backer. There we go, right there.
Nice.
This is a cool campaign.
It is. Katrina, I got the first one. It's really good. I loved it.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna pledge to this.
Yeah, that's very cool.
I appreciate that.
Okay,
right.
I'm gonna get Katrina too here while we're on the. I got you, Stephen.
All right, and we're going to talk about Stephen. Obviously, Tim's messing up my numbers because I got you one, but I'm going to have to get you an extra one because that got you to 100 though.
Let's get to 200.
Tonight.
That's the spirit, man. That's the spirit.
We'll just keep
Aim
going.
Love it.
We're only.
Let's do it.
We're so close to backing or to funding. Let's just keep going.
The
All
night
right.
is young.
So we're at 100 backers 6 days ago. This is anybody who's been around knows Monster Matador. It's a great book. The trade is doing some stuff here. It's not quite where we need it to go, but it's going to get there. So how can we tell us about it? See if we can get some people to jump on board, Stephen.
It is a post-apocalyptic kaiju throwdown about a matador who fights monsters, kaiju monsters. It's about as wild as crazy and crazy as it sounds. He is a matador with a cape and sword going up against literally like 6-story monsters, and it's someone compared it to, and I guess it's a lot like Walking Dead, in which the focus is the characters. The monsters are part of it. They're fun. They're the background. But it really is at the core of it about a father who's trying to make the world better for his daughter. So the monsters are kind of like a metaphor for that. But we do have a lot of fun with it. Our second, but this is a 180-page collection. The paperback is only $30. There's a exclusive story to the collection in it. Our second book, Afropocalypse, was a lot of fun. It's a love letter to Predator. We had Ryland Grant, who's a comic creator, David Schrader, and Christian Horn guest star as part of a team of international kaiju killers that the Monster Matador joins in hunting down an ancient evil that threatens to unleash a zombie plague against on humanity. So if you love monsters, if you love zombies, if you love action, if you love just crazy storytelling, I describe it as Mad Max meets Godzilla with a healthy dose of telenovelas. You will love this.
Nice. And it's you've got another Nightmare Theater. That book is just, if you weren't in that book, where were you? What were you doing?
Well, you're just
you're going to be in the next one.
You'll be in the next one. Yeah. No, it really is Nightmare Theater. Both of those books have such a murderer's row of talent in there.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of fun to be a part of. And the art in Monster Matador is drawn by Fabio Alves.
Yeah.
Who's a Ringo Award nominee for his work on a book called Banjax, which also won a bunch of awards. And our colorist is Alex Zeff, who colors Cult of Dracula and Rise of Dracula from Source Point Press.
Nice. All right. So I'm going to try to get you to 4382 at 102. So we're going to try to get you 2 backers, get you about $40. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
All right.
But if we can get to 200, it'll be great.
Yeah, I'll try it. I've been trying on my own. I mean, I'm over 200, but like trying to.
We should just keep the show. Going. Like telethon.
That's right. Marathon. We're not leaving.
Have you thought about doing that? Just like a 24-hour Kickstarter telethon? How fun!
Yeah,
creators nonstop.
I don't need a wife. It's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Do any of us really?
Just my kids are just accessories. I don't need to see them.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's not like I don't take enough time.
Oh, wait a minute.
If you could tag team hosts in different time zones.
Yeah, maybe you could do that. And switch it up. All right. So let me get. Now it's my turn. I guess I got to talk about my book here.
Yeah, man.
Bring it.
You switching shirts for me, Steven? I appreciate that. It's a new gimmick. All right, so here is Granite State Punk. We are at the 42-hour mark. This was picked up by Black Caravan and Scout. I get to sit at tables with Clay soon. Hopefully, he will always bring Cobra Kai members with him. Oh, what happened?
I'll try my best.
Yeah, exactly. I will table it only with Cobra Kai only.
Put that in your contract.
Right. We've unlocked 2 stretch goals so far. We've got the FU magnet. We've got the print. I've got a button coming your way at just $200 more. We're at the last 42 hours, so we're trying to push this through. I'm excited about this. Granite State Punk, as I've shared in many interviews, it's super important to me. It's very intimate. It's very personal. I really vibe with this, and it really tells kind of a personal story. And there's a reason why Scout picked it up and why it's my best work. Even Pat said he liked it. So, and that's saying something, because I've seen how he treats people he likes with Raven. So, I mean,
the truth is that I read very little, and I enjoy a lot less than that. And I enjoyed your work, sir.
I appreciate that. Don't read the rest. Just stay here. But we've got a lot of cool stuff. We've got the Val. We've got a couple of things. If you back Val, you get this. If you back Drum Six of Doom, you got this. It's a very cool book. Does anybody have any questions before we move on from this segment?
I just got you, brother.
Oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. I'm going to get everybody here in the group. I'm sorry I can't hang out too long. Speaking of wives, I got mine breathing down my neck too, because I'm kind of loud and I'm keeping people awake. You know what I mean?
All right.
Granite State Punk. I think I pledged you already, right?
I think so. You can check, but I'm pretty sure.
I think I got the first one. If not, I'll double check, but I've definitely got this one.
All right. So I'm going to try to get 2 backers tonight as well to get me 254, which should be easy because the emails went out and all that. But, really my goal, unlike Pat, I don't have that confidence that I can get to 10, an extra $3,000 in the last 48. But I do believe I can get like 1 or 2. If we can get to 10, I'm going to get a tattoo. I have someone who's going to put a tattoo of Granite State Punk on me. Super excited. That'd be my first tattoo. So that's it.
I'll do it for you, dude. Stick and poke.
All right. I appreciate that.
All right,
wait.
teammates. I'm heading out.
I'm happy to videotape it.
We're going to videotape the whole thing. Like if we get to it, I'm excited about it, and I'm going to get Granite State Punk tattooed on me.
Take care, Tim.
Hey, it's great to see everybody. Best of luck with your projects. Pat and Clay, nice to meet you. I will pick you guys up tomorrow.
Nice meeting you.
All right, man.
Thank you.
Take care,
Yeah,
everybody.
gave you a follow.
Yeah,
Good luck.
thanks. By the way, Travis, you broke me over 100, so I set a record for myself. Thank you, my friend, as always.
You're welcome. Welcome.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you very much.
All right.
Best of luck, everybody.
Right back at you.
So that's me. That's what we're trying to do. I appreciate you saying those kind words. So before we go into the second phase where we start making people back us and yell at people, which is my favorite part. It is my favorite part. I have something that has been waiting for a long time. We're not going to go into the drama of it, but I have something in my possession that I never in my entire life thought that I would have. And since I have some of you guys here, I will show it off. Are you guys ready for this thing that I have? You want to see my thing? My man thing?
After last week, maybe be a little more specific of what we're getting into right now.
Right. All right, I'll go solo. I have Issues of Dog Days, the full thing. Finally, after all the drama and the internet, it is done. It is officially done.
This is end of days stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
congratulations. I've been reading about it as you've been posting about it, but congrats on finally kind of getting.
It's been a while. There's been a lot of things that has caused it. There's been a lot of arguments. There's been a lot of things, but I am so happy to say that's done. And in fact, here publicly, I'm going to do this thing that I've been wanting to do for a long time.
What is it? What is it?
You'll see. It's something I've been really wanting to do for a long time. Let's get this up there. I'm going to unfriend this dude because he's caused me a lot of drama. I think that's a safe thing for everybody. I don't think anybody, even him, is going to be mad about.
Wait. It seemed like it was good between you guys recently.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they've been buddies.
So I think we're going to unfriend. I'm not going to block so far just in case there is a problem with somebody's thing or something happens that I need to stop. But I'm going to unfriend. I don't think I need that negative. And I'm never going to mention him again. Well, let me take that back. I'm going to mention one more time when I say, hey, if anybody didn't get Dog Days, I'll happily ship it. No problem. I'll make sure you're taken care of. I do believe he's shipping out because lots of people, in fact, if he's watching this or somebody's watching, he's sending it to people who got refunds. Like they're like, I got a refund. He's sending it. So he's taking care of people. And that's all that we can do. We always want this community to thrive. Like even in bad situations. What was that?
It sounded like applause, but I don't know who did it. There you go. Yeah, I mean, I would still love to have you guys both on my podcast. I mean, especially now, dude. This development that it actually happened really does it adds some, juice. It gives him a bit of leverage to kind of clap back at you, which would be, fun to watch. It will be, I mean, it's always fun to see you two go at it. I think that you two in general, probably hold back a bit less than the average creator, which I appreciate. I like, I respect. I would love to see it happen is all I'm saying.
I hear you, and I have agreed to it, so we can have it. And I always said, even when Pat privately, like publicly, I said, let's do it. We're doing it now. But privately, I've always said, let's get the book out because it doesn't help anybody if we're just yelling at each other more than that. Once the book's done, this is kind of a post-traumatic stress, like dealing with the trauma, right? Clay is now a fry cook. I like that. But yeah, that was it. That's a big day. That's a big step in indie community. So hopefully everybody's happy. I'm not mad about it. I'm happy we can all move on and continue to do stuff. So, and basically what I'm saying is Dog Days 2, me and Marcel, let's go. All right, Pat. We're going back to you. Any comments, any concerns before we go back and start yelling at people for money?
Congratulations on getting Dog Days.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. All right.
This is my favorite part of the show. I call it Angry Jerry's Kids.
Right.
And I just really can't wait to get into it. Yeah.
All right. So let's get into it. Let's start with seriously, Destiny New York. If you did not read what Charlie said and how great this book is and why it is so special to Kickstarter, if you are a Kickstarter backer and you haven't backed it, you're really doing a disservice to yourself because if Charlie says it's special, it's fucking special, right?
Yeah, Charlie's the man. You know, Charlie. I mean,
it's going down. No. We got one. We need one more.
It's going down, you said?
No. I normally write like where I left off, but I didn't today. So I'm looking at it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. No. I mean, of all the days to do this, you know, being in the last 24 hours, that is, it's the day where it's possible for it to go down. You know, it's also generally the biggest day since day one.
Right.
But it's also the day where people be like, oh, I pledged $300 and my check hasn't cashed yet. I got to get out of this bitch, you know? So that definitely does happen. You know, I'll lose. It's always the big pledges that I lose, you know, on the final days where people kind of start to panic. I'm about to be charged now.
Right. And I just had a meeting with an interviewer who did stuff, and he was like, oh shit, my bank account's bad. I'm going to lower my pledge. I was like, dude, it's okay to lower your pledge, but like if we just had an interview the night before and you do it the next day, I feel like I did something wrong. Like wait a day, like if you can.
Yeah, I mean that definitely, you know, I've had that before too. You know, I've had creators reach out, and you know, some creators, and I don't really like this, but some creators like to do a pledge exchange where they say, "Hey, I pledged to yours. Would you consider pledging to mine?" And I don't reach out for that, but when they ask that, I'm like, why not? You know, it feels weird for me to say no, not you already pledged, you know, so I'll do it. But I remember there was this one time where a guy did that, and then the last day he pulled out, and I was like, bitch, you asked for this, you know? I don't want your book, dude.
I actually heard about that at Granite State Con. There was a big rant about someone did that to Russell, and
yeah, I mean, like it's very, you know, it's few and far between when it happens, but it's very cursed when it does. It's not cool.
It's shady as hell. Don't do it. Like, don't do it, please. All right, so we need to get one more effing backer here. So if you have not backed this, I don't know what the F to tell you. I guess you have to tell them what it is before, like they don't know, like they haven't backed Kickstarters before, because Destiny New York is a super important part of our community, as Charlie said. It's the most important piece of Kickstarter history, and you're just ignoring it like it doesn't matter, and that's fucking bullshit. So go ahead and tell them one more time why they're stupid.
I mean, I mean that sounds kind of mean. It is a, you know, it's an ongoing series, 6 volumes so far. We have catch up tiers for you to get the entire series. We have a tier that you can just get volume 1 if you want to try it out. It has been running for quite a long time. It is a story about, you know, redefining your life. It takes place in a world where magic is a real and regular part of everyday life. It is a crime thriller. It's a comedy. It's a romance. It is about life. It is about what it means to be a person who refuses to be defined by someone else, to let someone else sort of tell them what their role is going to be in life. And if you read it and enjoy it, there is a lot more content to read. You know, I'm building out a full universe of this, a full shared universe of titles that are all gonna, you know, tie into the main series, of course, but also do their own thing and be rewarding for readers who just read those. Yeah, that is yeah, it's our 6th volume. You know, it's cool to see. It's been quite a ride putting it all out. I actually just received volume 5, the hardcover art book, and Smoke Weeds See the Future volume 1, a spinoff, about a month and a half ago. Largest shipment I've ever received. Shipping it broke my back. And now we get to do volume 6. This for me, you know, it's always stressful to launch a Kickstarter, but after shipping all that and seeing people get it and hearing back from people and just seeing the book that we worked so hard to get in people's hands and to see people reading it and liking it, it's just really exciting to do it again. Every time that I do this series in particular, I am very, very happy and excited at the prospect of sending it again and having people see what we're working on again and having them get the next part of this story, because it means quite a lot to me, and it's been really cool to see people respond to it this way.
I mean, and you've gone so long that, you know, one of the, I don't know if you know this, have you heard about Donny Cates Vanish?
Donny Cates Vanished?
Yeah, Vanish, the book.
Oh no.
It has a very similar.
I didn't hear about it. No.
It has a very similar plot to your stuff.
Wait a second.
Yeah. So Vanish is about this guy who fulfilled his destiny when he was young. So pretend he's Harry Potter. He fulfilled his stuff, vanquished Voldemort, and now what does he do 30 years later? Try to figure it out. Yep.
When this book come out?
Last month.
Really? Huh. Okay, Donnie.
I could privately maybe get you it, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I'll look at it. You know, I'm sure Donny Cates and I have a very different writing style, so I imagine it's entirely different. I don't imagine that he saw Destiny New York and thought, let me do this. It's probably just, you know, ideas exist in the universe, sure. You know, and there's you know, someone even wrote me years ago. They were like, "Oh, I'm also a fan of this webcomic about a series about a former magical girl." And I looked at it and I was like, "Oh yeah, this, you know, it's cool. It couldn't be more different." So I'm sure Donny Cates also couldn't be more different.
Yeah. It's the similarity probably ends there. You know, he has superheroes in his stuff because that's what he's good at. And,
this book Vanish has superheroes?
Yeah. So basically, some of the witches became superheroes to hide their identities.
I don't really relate to the idea of working with Marvel and then wanting to do more superheroes. That I don't really get. But no,
I can get that.
I mean, cool. You know, I'm sure it's good. It sounds very different from mine now that you say more about it. So you're trying to bait me there, you little fucker.
I wasn't trying to bait you. I was just saying that it's similar. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm saying that Donny Cates is ripping you up because you're so good, Pat. Like everyone's looking to you to save them.
I am so good. I'm so good.
All right, Clay. I have fucking failed you completely thus far. Nothing has changed in any way, shape, or form. Even Tim, who said
what's happening,
ran away like a little bitch. I love you, Tim. If you watch this later, Tim was like, "I got you, and then I'll get you tomorrow." Because why would he help me out in this particular situation, right? But
my internet is going in and out. I don't know what's going on here.
All right, can you pitch it one more time? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now, but I'm having super technical difficulties. So let's hope I get through it. Yeah. So this is a sequel to The Dream Cycle by Lovecraft. It's a brand new story. You don't have to know the Dream Cycle to be able to get into this, but if you do, there's some nice Easter eggs. The Dream Cycle follows Randolph Carter, who's one of Lovecraft's characters who travels all the dream realms. He has all these adventures. He battles monsters and becomes a god, and all kinds of craziness happens to him. And at the end of the Dream Cycle, he's stuck there, and his when our story starts, his great grandniece is contacted by Randolph in dreams, and he wants her to come get him and pull him out. So this is sort of like Reanimator meets Dream Warriors, and it's just kind of like crazy horror. You can see a lot of blood and gore, but then we also got some good character interaction stuff that comes up after this, and then some kind of psychedelic dream stuff. Mick Byers, who does the art, is just crushing it. He's got just super inventive layouts, and especially in the dream realms, he's really having a good time with the funky psychedelic layouts.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Clay Adams'
There's
writing.
Mick.
I'm not sure if you can hear us, but let's go. What guys have been sending messages?
Yeah, I don't know if I need to like.
I would reset your computer and try to come back.
I don't know if I need to like. Yeah, should I pop out and pop back in? Yep, I'm gonna do it. I'll be back. All
back.
Right, sorry, guys.
So Clay's a really good writer. Dead Skins, I remember reading it and being like, I don't know what the hell's going on, but it's really well written. Let's try to figure it out.
No.
What was that? What is going on tonight?
That was a meme sound. The oh no. That wasn't me though.
Wasn't me.
Steven.
No.
Me. But we need to get this 2 more backers. We need to get him up to where he needs to go. He's Clay Adams, getting big deals, working with Cobra Kai. I mean, come on. If you guys haven't backed it.
It's great. Clay's good. He's got a great sense of humor too in his work.
No, it's been great. I love Clay Adams. I love everything he does. So let's keep it going. Keep what he's doing. And if we can help out by giving him a couple of backers, that would be great. Because then I'm embarrassed in front of him, and like he's gonna be like, "What did you do for me? Nothing."
He was talking you up too. He was like, "You got to go on Travis."
Right?
Travis
And then I'm just fucking shitting on him and wasting his goddamn time. And I don't want to do that. Hi, David Russell. How are you? Hopefully you're still here. Hey, Jerome. We're talking about Clay Adams. Make sure he's getting back to you. We haven't been trolled today.
Not yet.
All right. Let's
Hey,
check.
hold on. What happened with the trolls and the Dookie?
We had
Pretty
a video. I had creators in who I didn't recognize. When I motioned for them to introduce themselves, there was poop and porn. So we kicked the first person who had that, and then the other guy who we didn't recognize also had some because they came in pairs.
Bro, how did they infiltrate? Like you didn't see their links beforehand?
I sent the link up pretty willy-nilly, so it was in one of the 2 groups, networking groups that I was in. But now I won't, unless I know your face, odds are I'm not going to let you in.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's pretty wild.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Pretty wild.
But it was wild.
Did you like have to bring the stream down, or I mean?
No, I let it go because it didn't seem to affect viewership that much. It did a little bit, but I just deleted it after it didn't save it.
Got you. Yeah, because that can get you pulled off YouTube for sure.
Right. So I didn't want to do that, but it didn't seem to affect things. And Charlie says you should totally back Clay's book for Mike's sake, Mike's art, not for Mike's sake, for Mike's art. Agreed. It's a good looking book. So Steven, when we last left you, which was not that long ago, to be honest.
Not that long ago now.
We were at 100. I am assuming nothing's changed, but maybe something. No, nothing's changed because it's been too soon. I went too soon.
Too soon.
But we really need to get you some money
Yeah.
again
Yes.
because Clay talked me up. I've let Clay down so far. Clay's right here.
Right.
Garrett's
Oh,
like
here he is, back.
faking internet so he can leave early because of how
Right.
embarrassed he is about how
Clay was so embarrassed actually that you didn't bring any backers. That he's like, he didn't want to face me because Clay.
Right.
I was telling Travis how you were talking him up. That you got to go on Travis's show.
Right.
Yeah, dude.
And it's
And
embarrassing. What is happening, people?
I
People
jinxed
come
you.
on.
It's like the Sports Illustrated curse, you know. You got on the cover of Sports Illustrated, and then you can't do anything.
Was
Right.
it Sport or Madden? Was it the
It's Madden.
curse?
Madden.
You're Madden, the Madden curse. Yeah.
But we'll come back to you in a minute. You want to pitch it one more time since we're here?
Sure. Mad Max meets Godzilla with a healthy dose of telenovelas thrown in. If you love kaiju, if you love action-packed stories, if you love matadors, you'll love Monster Matador. It's a post-apocalyptic kaiju throwdown about a matador who fights monsters to make a better world for his daughter. It is drawn by Ringo Award nominee Fabio Alves, Cult of Dracula colorist Alex Zeff. It is 180 pages of Matador versus Kaiju action. It guest stars Ringo Award winning writer Ryland Grant and the creators of Baby Badass Dave Schrader and Christian Horn as kaiju killers that joined the Matador on a mission to hunt down an ancient evil that threatens to unleash a zombie plague on the world. We have a limited edition hardcover that's signed by me, Fabio, and Alex. Bookplate that has been traveling around the world to get signatures. We have original art award from Tony Donnelly,
Wow.
who just moved to Kansas City today. We're very sad. They kicked him out of LA, Travis. The rich people want him gone.
Damn rich
Wait,
people. in LA.
Tony's in Kansas City?
He moved today.
I'll have to drive and visit him.
Yeah, you should.
He's in
All right,
spitting
yeah.
distance.
Well,
Yeah,
let's put this
that's
here, and I'll figure out what's going on. But yes, please back. By the way, guys, we've got a lot of viewers right now, so let me explain what we do here. We talk about a book, kind of like a fucking QVC, all right? and it's here, and I'm like, hey, let's try these books out because you wouldn't be here if you're not interested in comics. Or Cat's cat book. We'll address that in a minute. So we want to help you. We want to get you to where you need to go. We want to give you some good stuff. And I'm bringing A-tier talent here. We've got Stephen Prince, who is a custodian for the Kardashians, as well as an acclaimed writer himself, writing
Toilet cleaner for the Kardashians.
Who doesn't want to do that anymore. He wants to be picked up and get famous, and he can't do that without your help. Buy his trade paperbacks so you do it. Clay Adams voices everyone from Ninja Turtles, gets to hang out with Cobra Kai, like way cooler than I am, works for Scout, has several books, has all these dope people at Nightmare Theater, like the creme de la creme. And then Pat Shan literally works for every indie comics company in the world, like even ones we don't know of.
Listen to my cat purr as he sucks his own leg like it's a teat. Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, these are A-tier talent. And Kat edits Russell Nolte's. I mean, that's something.
And my book. She edits.
And Steven's book.
Or proofreads, yeah.
And she does some Cthulhu Invades Wonderland. She does a lot of great stuff. We've got A-tier talent. So give them effing $3 is probably the lowest tier on everybody's stuff. Like, you can do it. If not, you could write in $3 if you wanted. Like, and they'll sell you. They'll figure it out. All right, let's go to you, Kat, and see where you're at.
Almost makes the catch. Mooney almost makes the catch. And Carson Wentz, if nothing else.
I just want to know the name of Pat's cat.
He's got 7-0.
I'm still trying to figure out where the extra stuff is. Who's watching TV at the same time?
My TV is on, but it's not the one making the extra noises because I was muted during all the extra noises.
All right. Let's see. All right. So where's your cat? Pat said he was backing it. So I think you're
Pat did back it, and Tim backed it as well.
right. You did really good.
Yep.
So you got to
Yeah.
901.
We are
can
now.
knock you off the list.
We can. I'm $99 from funding now.
Nice. So let's get you off the list. That's one, guys. Oh, we can get Tim off of two. So we'll
Yep.
get this whole middle row out. I'll make myself big. See, we did 2. We got 2 a month. See, this is the way this works, guys. If you back things, we get them off the chat. And then guess what, guys? We can talk about the secrets of how to get the Zenoscope. We can talk about how Clay Adams hangs out with all the Cobra Kai members and get you in as an extra. We can talk about how you can also lick the toes of a Kardashian from Stephen Prince.
Is the
All
secret?
these secrets could be yours.
Is
but we're
the
too
secret
busy
to Zenoscope bringing them White Castle?
I don't think Kardashians would eat White Castle.
No, Zenoscope.
Dude, Zenoscope. Yeah, that's Katrina once brought us. It was, I think, Wizard World, Ohio, when Robin Hood #1 first came out. You know, I was hankering for some goddamn White Castle, that Dove C, you know, and Katrina brought it over. It was delicious. I remember the you know, the succulent bursts of the onions on those sliders to this day.
And I still have my book that's signed to the White Castle Queen.
Oh, for real? Oh,
I
for real?
do. I still have
That
it. Yeah.
must have been Robin Hood #1, huh?
Yeah, I think it is.
Nice. That's
back when the origination of the Pat Packs.
Oh yeah, they did the Pat Packs. That's right. Yeah. The idea was that, you know, I was staff writer, so they would take me to conventions, and I would have a certain number of Pat Packs, which were all issues that I'd written, and the intention would be to sell through those to show that there was an interest in having creators there, you know, and those were fun to do.
Nice. Interesting little snap. No, you want to hear a secret? I have never eaten White Castle, and I desperately want to, because I've only East Coast, which has no White Castle. Well, we have one in Orlando now, but it's really like out of the way.
Yeah.
So I haven't gone there. I've had the White Castles like in the microwave, and I assume that is not the same thing.
It's not too far, but it's not. No. I found that, you know, because I try to have my boy Ryan Cady recently. He's a West Coast boy, as they call you motherfuckers, coastal elite. You know, so I I brought him out to Long Island back when he was living in New York for a while. I gave him a food tour. You know, pizza, White Castle, diner, all the staples, and he liked everything except White Castle. You know, some people who haven't grown up on the flavor of it, the texture of it, don't like and feel like it's soggy, but it's not soggy. It's spread.
It is
steamed. No.
Yeah. I grew up on the East Coast. I'll take In-N-Out any day.
Oh, bro, no. I mean,
Yeah.
In-N-Out is the most overrated. In-N-Out is the most overrated burger joint of all time.
Them's fighting words, Pat.
It tastes like cafeteria meat. Oh, the vegetables are fresh. You got fresh lettuce and fresh tomatoes. Oh my God, so good. Who gives a fuck about fresh vegetables? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
The fries, you go pack them as fucking styrofoam curls. Bullshit. The worst fries of all time, the most mid burger. Get out of here, dude.
I'll give you the fries. I'll give you the fries.
Yeah,
Love
but
the
it's
burger.
better than a soggy burger, man. Come on. The
Yeah,
White
I don't
Castle, the
Well,
texture
I
is-
mean,
I
first
took
of all,
my youngest to White Castle in Indianapolis
yeah.
because he was like, "I've got to try White Castle. I've got to try White Castle." I'm like, "No, dude, you really don't." He's like, "No, I do." So we went there. He took one bite and goes, "Mom, this tastes like regret."
No. See, and plus, like, you can't compare White Castle to In-N-Out. A proper comparison is Shake Shack to In-N-Out. White Castle is a slider that it's made differently. The bread is steamed on a bed of onions. It's not the
It's
same.
Crystal.
Whataburger.
Travis,
Yeah.
have you been to Crystal?
I
It's the same thing.
Yes,
That's
the same
what they
thing.
tell me, but
And White Castle
I've heard if you
compare.
get high, it's a different thing. I've watched several movies about it, Clay. Like, they can't be wrong.
All
Yeah,
right,
no,
all right,
if-
fair.
if
if
fair.
you're high, it's a whole different story. If you're high, Travis.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah, but if we're gonna get into the burger shit, to me, it's Shake Shack, Steak and Shake. Whataburger is good. And any
good
number of
shakes.
other shit before In-N-Out. In-N-Out is bottom tier. I mean, I feel like it's a trick. I feel like it's a West Coast trick. You know,
The
when you're born in
Kardashians are making
California-
me say it.
when you're born in California, right? You make certain deals with the devil. One of those deals being you have to trick East Coasters into thinking that this shit is good. So they share it on social media, and And yeah, I guess it's
That continues with my Kardashian theories. So I mean, things are lining up to be correct.
It's true. They also do it to transplants like me. I haven't had a burger in like 5 years, so I don't really know what I'm talking about.
oh, I mean, God. First of all, look at me. You know who we're gonna trust here.
Yeah, Pat knows what he's talking about. Skinny
Yeah.
people need to step
Yeah,
back.
I mean-
That's right. All right, I like it. So we had a Whataburger. We didn't go to it enough, so it closed down. We do have a Five Guys, which is good, but you feel like you've gained 10 pounds when you eat it.
Oh,
you feel
yeah.
guilty, like it does, like it looks good, it tastes good, but then you just the regret, like it's way worse than a soggy Crystals.
Yeah, Five Guys. I'll say this: I'll put Five Guys under In-N-Out just because it's too gross. The feeling afterwards, the way it makes you sweat, and just the fact that if you're within a block and you could smell it, you shouldn't be able to just be like Five Guys. Like it shouldn't be that specific. It's burgers, but it smells like a grease trap. You know?
Do you think it's the don't they do their fries in peanut oil? Do you think that's the difference in the smell?
It could be that, and plus, and this is how you know this is serious. I'm saying this as a fat fucker. They give you too much fries. I mean, they
do. A regular. I've got two boys in their early 20s, and when they were in teens, everybody knows teens boys like never stop eating, and I could get like a regular fries and split it 3 ways between us.
Oh yeah. I mean, they the way they do it is almost disrespectful. Like they have the fry canister, the little cardboard. They fill it up with fries. Then they put that in the bag and just fill the bag up with fries. It's as if they're saying, "Here's a medium fry. Oh, you want more? You fat fuck. Go ahead." You know, it's just. I mean, it's disrespectful.
The guilt, the meat sweats, isn't that the whole point of a burger joint? I mean, she's not wrong.
Meat sweats, you know, dude.
All right. So we got to look at stuff. We got to look at mine, which I'm sure has not done anything either because, it's been too soon. But we're going to go to it, see if I've got to my 254. I have not moved. I'm just sad and just sitting there with 41 hours left, just going, where's my peeps? When am I going to make it? Scout's embarrassed of me. They're probably going to cancel my contract, but that's fine. It's fine. You guys just keep messing around and not giving a shit. That's fine. Whatever. So we got to go through the top of the list again and see if anything's changed. I'm embarrassed to do it because I don't want to let you down, Pat. But we're going to look, all right?
Oh, go for it, dude. Yeah. I mean, dude, I am happy so far. The one pledge that I got,
it was big. It was big. I saw it.
A nice chunky pledge. It was for 112. So
Right.
I was very happy.
All right. But you're not at 609, which is what I promised you. So I don't
Right.
give a shit if it's 112. Like I don't give a shit. I don't care about the money. I care about the amount. I mean, we all care about the money, but you know what I'm saying. You get. I made a promise of 609, and we're not there yet.
We'll get there.
We will. We will. So again, a failure, an embarrassment in front of my peers, but that's fine, guys. Like I just put on this show for you. It's fine if you don't want to help. Let's check on Clay to see if I'm also still failing over there. Clay's again getting a big name, getting scout deal after scout deal, and doing all these stuff. How many source point? You got a source point deal to get? I'm sure you got one coming next week.
Not yet. We'll see. The night is young.
Yeah. How many unannounced other projects you got, Clay? Like, tell us them all.
I got a million in my back pocket.
Million in my back pocket. Why is it
If we're on for a while, maybe I'll whip some out. We'll see.
All right, so we're at 251, and you got a big backer too.
Yeah, we got. So yeah, you said 251. You said 9666.
Yeah, you're good, my dude. You're good. So we can mark you off the list. See,
Thank you, sir. You came through. Thank you, Internet Land.
You're welcome. All
and
right.
Travis, yeah, you're the man.
Look at that. See, it's not hard. It's not hard, guys. It's not hard.
It's easy to do. Easy to do.
Easy
Thank
to
you.
do. And then X makes the lines across. X's are better than nothing, right? We need X's on this page. So
X marks the spot, baby.
All right, so we'll get you off for a minute. You're off that, and let's check on it. I'll still promote your stuff in a minute, but I got to look at my boy Steven again. Too early to look. Probably nothing's happened. We're still at 100, I bet. unless something has changed. Monster Matador right here. Yes, you are still 100. Nothing has changed.
Wait a minute.
Oh, we got one. All right.
We just ticked up.
Somebody out there is listening. Somebody is
99 more.
Listen, I want this book on my bookshelf, so I'm gonna ask people to pledge to this project because I friggin' love it. I read a very early, one of your first campaigns, right? You sent me a little comp and
early. Yeah.
I gave a pull quote, and it's such a wild concept. I was reading it and going like, man, I wish I had thought of this. And
I used to call him Mr. Adams.
Mr. Adams. That's what you call him, Mr. Oh, all right.
You still
Mr.
can.
Adams.
Yeah, you still can. Yeah.
No, I think it's a good name for you. I like it.
I'll take it.
You know, there's a lot of Stephen Princes if you just type in Stephen Prince to Twitter. Can I just tag any of them and see if we can get you some backers that way?
The Stephen Prince.
No, I'm going to do all of them. Stephen Prince 73.
Have all the Stephen Princes back.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it right now. We'll see what happens.
Let's see what happens. Yeah.
Stephen Prissman seems close enough. Here,
Close enough.
Let me show you what we're doing here. Let me show
I'll
you.
take the money from anyone and anywhere.
We'll try to get you money from other Stephen Princes.
That'd be fantastic. Why did I think of that? That's amazing.
Right. All right. So let's see. We got Stephen Princeman. That seems close enough, right?
That's close enough. Yeah.
Stephen Prince. I gave us Stephen Prince. Stephen Prince 2. We've got that guy. Stephen Prince.
That guy tries harder. Number 2.
The OG Stephen Prince.
The OG. There's someone who has StephenPrince.com, and I keep trying to get it. It keeps changing ownership, but I keep missing out on it.
Stephen Prince 23. We'll get that person. And who else we got?
Michael Jordan.
Prince. Stephen Prince 122.
Ooh, I don't know about 122.
Dude, there seems to be a ranking system of the
Yeah,
Stephen
they're right. Mine is the Stephen Prince, so I'm on top of all of them.
No, look, it's 121. Who's literally? There's a count. I bet here 57.
That's hilarious.
There is some sort of hierarchy of the Stephen Princes here, or they're all really old. One's 121. Maybe that's a secret to your family.
It might be the name.
Stephen Yorson Roja. That's not even Stephen Prince, but yeah, sure. We'll add
it
you.
might translate. It might translate to it though.
All right. We need back for Stephen Prince to get Monster Matador funded. All right. So we've got that. Oh, I should probably tag you too, right? Just for funds.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll retweet it.
So one of these Stephen Princes, since you're not getting it, let's see if one of the other Stephen Princes to help get you to where you need to go. Because if that's what I need to do, all with your Stephen Prince's powers combined, we'll make this happen.
Oh, can you? You know what? You should send it to the Kardashians.
What's this? The Stephen Prince multiverse? I want this book on Clay's bookshelf too. See, Charlie even.
You can come visit it, Charlie.
Charlie keeps all his books at Clay's house because he doesn't have room.
Yeah,
I have more space. It's okay.
I'm really excited to see what's going to happen with this. To get to where we need to go, and if Stephen Prince are like, "That's not me," and I'm just going to argue with them on the internet and go, "Then why is your name Stephen Prince?"
Right.
If you're saying it's not you, your name's on the book, dude. And I don't know if you know this. So a random segue. My wife prefers it if Clay. So my name is Travis Gibb. I am 42 years old, and
but your collection of what is the question?
You're 42.
I am.
Damn, bitch! I thought you were in your 30s.
I'm old as fuck. Anyways,
I mean, you look beautiful, dude.
Thank you. The other 42-year-old Travis Gibb that lives in Florida is related to the Bee Gees, Barry Gibb.
Oh, you're kidding. Wow.
If I go into my Instagram mailbox right now, in fact, we will. Let's do it. you will see an invite for a brand new show. Maybe you guys have heard about it. It's what's it called? Hold on, I gotta find out what it's called. Basically, the show is they get kids of celebrities, and they have to guess who the celebrity is. And I have let's see. And I'm going to show off a phone number because you messaged me. I don't care. It'll be fine. I'll break the people have done bad. All right. So right here is my name is Face. I'm a casting producer working on an Emmy-nominated production company and casting of Kinetic Connect in Los Angeles. I'm currently casting for the show Claim to Fame for ABC. I found your name. It seems like you might be a great fit. If you aren't familiar with the show, we just finished our first season. You can binge the whole first season on Hulu. I highly recommend giving it a watch. I'd love to chat with you. This is after last season before it aired. They also asked me. So I think I should just reply. What do you guys think? And just let's see what happens. Because I'll win the show because they'll never guess because my father's name is John Gibb, not Barry Gibb.
Yeah.
Write them back and ask for a free Hulu subscription so you can check out the first season.
Smart. And I need Hulu. I need ESPN too. Like I know it's not on ESPN, but I need the ESPN back.
Just give me the Disney bundle. Just go ahead and give me the whole shebang.
Right. And then we can talk. But yeah, so I get.
Can I get HBO Max for that Bee Gees doc too? Like try to throw in everything you can.
You should say you'll send a signed record or something. Just sign it, you know.
Every Christmas around Christmas time, someone from a foreign nation will message me and say, "Hey, could you have your dad sing to my mom for Christmas? He would really appreciate it." Like every year since AOL days, like it's always been that way. They'll ask me that. And then one guy was using the name Travis Gibb to get women in my 20s on AOL chat rooms.
Did it work?
I think so. He then got me involved in the scam and said, "Hey, can you say you know me so we can relate?" I was like, "We have the same name. That's going to be weird, but all right, cool." Then he's like, "Oh, you could do this, man. You're the same age. You live in Florida. You get all these women." I was like, "I don't want women who are into the Bee Gees. That's not my age." All right, so that's my rant. Let's see how we're doing. See if the Bee Gees stories. I gave you entertainment. We told you things. I share a dentist with another Steve Prince, which is weird because they almost pulled my teeth once. My tooth once. They like strapped me down or ready. They're like, "Okay, we're just gonna pull the tooth." I'm like, "Wait a minute, that's not me." We see. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird when you have like the same name as someone and you share doctors and appointments with them. I go to the same eye doctor as a fellow writer, and I mentioned him, and he wasn't allowed to like reply that he knew me, but I got the name wrong because he uses a slightly different name as his pen name than his real name. I know both of them. I just forgot and was saying his pen name. And it was pretty funny when they were looking it up. He's like, "There's no way that there's two of the same writer." So our Twitter thing did not work. It did not instantly bring in lots of backers, which I'm very confused about. So maybe if you guys can share it on Twitter, maybe that's the problem. Really get these people confused, these other Stephen Princes, of what's going on. Battle Hub, because more retweets of things that don't matter are really important. So yes, because we need to get you one more backer. All right, let's see what else.
I wish the Kardashians weren't so cheap.
Right. Well, they want to just get what they apparently supported Bitcoin, and did not seem involved. We got Clay, but we can give Clay more money. He's not opposed to that.
I'll gladly take it.
Right. But we've got to get Destiny New York. For some reason, you guys can't see my tab right now, but let me tell you what it is. It's a script. It's my Instagram chat, Granite State Punk, and then 4 Dream Quests. So apparently I really want that window open. And then Destiny New York.
I mean, why don't you check out Destiny New York again?
It's right here.
Yeah.
Have we got the money yet? We did get money.
Woo-hoo.
Is that that's another decent one, right? Appreciate that. Thank you for getting me banned from YouTube for using music, and you've effed up my whole YouTube algorithms. Now we're gonna lose a whole bunch of followers. It's gonna be even harder. But are you
That
happy?
was less than 10 seconds. You're fine. I used to reaction videos.
I use that like the timer that you can use on all of them, and that guy is always trying to get money from me. Like he's like, "Hey, that's my timer noise." But marked you off. Destiny is done.
Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Much appreciated.
So it's just you and I, Steven, at the bottom of the barrel, begging for spare change on the internet.
Do I need another wardrobe change? Is that what I'm not
I
doing
think a
enough of
wardrobe
this
change
time?
wouldn't hurt. I mean, we've already agreed that all Stephen Princes are now involved in this project. So that's what we've given you. We've got Clay, who's agreeing to carry Charlie's book for Stephen Prince. So he's going to have 2 copies on his shelf. Like, what more can we give you to get Stephen one more backer? I mean, we're working really hard here. What do
I
you guys
can't
think?
wait to see this wardrobe change.
Yeah, no, the wardrobe change has been on point since last.
I hope there's like feathers, maybe some.
A Tahara,
Yeah.
maybe a dress
Yeah.
like Cher. Here's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to look at my campaign to see what's going on. By the way, it's been about an hour and a half. Does anybody got to leave? If you guys got something to do, I understand. We got your monies. All right. You guys are good. All right. You guys are in this with me, and I appreciate that. I appreciate
I'll
that. Pat, can you do me a favor and talk about my book so I can get a beverage?
Talk about your book. All right.
Just pitch it and say, because I'm not doing it. It's not getting me any money by talking about my book. So maybe if somebody else does it.
Granite State Punk. It is whiskey drenched, gritty, emotional, still humorous. Bottom of the it's sort of like, it feels like when you walk into a bar and your shoe sticks to the ground. You know, it's that kind of gritty. It's horror. There's dark magic. There are creatures. And in fact, there's this is for issue 2. I haven't read too much of the synopsis of issue 2 because I saw it and I was like, you know what? Issue 1 was so good. I'm gonna back it blind, okay? But issue 1 had one of the most interesting and inventive creature designs that I've ever seen. It was it happens in the climax of the issue. I'm not gonna say what it is. If you read issue 1, you're in for one of the most interesting creature designs in comics of the past year. Isn't that right, Travis?
Yeah. And we got this cool chick. Her name's Goody Cole. Have I told you? So you haven't heard about this?
I mean, dude, I didn't know that you're using Goody Cole. I actually, we touched on some Goody Cole in Zenoscope recently. Goody Cole is a part of real witchcraft history, so that's cool to see you using that.
Yeah. So you know the history of Goody Cole?
I sure do. Yeah. I just very briefly for people who read Zenoscope, how it works is the staff there, they kind of create the plot. And then the writer comes in and they script out what they've written as plot, their own elements. So at Zenoscope, they're pulling from everything. You know, they're pulling from urban legends. They're pulling from headlines, fairy tales. So I've experienced a lot of this kind of stuff where I see things pulled from history. So yeah, Goody Cole is a part of real witchcraft newsline history.
Oh, all right. So let's get Steven this wardrobe change. Right. And you know, most people would have a full Spider-Man costume. He's just got a hoodie that kind of looks like one because he can't afford it because he works.
Oh, that is the hoodie. I was wondering if it was a gin. Yeah, that is the hoodie. Yeah, that's cool.
Right. But if we
I actually do have a costume because I was at a kid's birthday party and Spider-Man didn't show up and I got suckered into being Spider-Man. So they bought me a Spider-Man costume to wear.
I mean, the hoodie is sick though. I would take the hoodie anytime because
it's cool.
If you've ever been to a convention, you know that there's one thing true about Spider-Man costumes, and that is that you're seeing a lot of wiener. right? So
Yeah,
the fact
yeah.
that you have a hoodie on and not the costume, I appreciate.
Yeah.
So we got you there.
Oh, thank you. Woo!
Hey, let's
That's
go.
great.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Got you there. The money is good too. You're at
That's
way
good.
higher
Thank
than I
you.
said here. So that's good.
Thank you. Thank you.
So let's mark you off the list. And now it's just me. Now it's just me. But congratulations, Monster Matador. You got
Thank
your
you.
2 for tonight. Everybody's doing well. But let's go back to Goody Cole. So what do you know about Goody Cole? And then I'll tell you what I know about Goody Cole. Or do you only know the Zenoscope stuff, so you may get it confused? Should
Only
I-
the Zenoscope stuff.
Okay.
It's in all right. So basically, it was Van Helsing, Hour of the Witch. It was a crossover between Van Helsing and the Gretel character, and they are looking up different articles about Goody Cole. And she is one of a couple of villains in the book. And it was last January, so it does kind of blend together.
Sure.
And I've been drinking on this, so I'm not going to sell it too well. But I believe 1800s, was it?
Yeah, so I can tell the story. So here's the real story. This is not the fiction that Travis is going to add to it for Granite State Punk.
Right.
Goody Cole was a woman who was not a witch in any way, shape, or form in real life. Take your shirt off, Travis, please, and thanks you. Take your shirt off, please. Thanks yesterday for my birthday. If I can get 2 more backers, I'll take my shirt off. Cole, I will.
Damn, let's do it, dude. Let me see those.
Anyways, so she goes into town and she's kind of like an angry old woman, and she kind of yells at people and like curses people.
The old school Karen, you know.
What does that mean? So she would be like, "Get off my land!" But a couple of them were very, very accurate. She's like, your family's gonna go off to sea, and you're all gonna drown, and I'm gonna be very happy about it. That shit happened. She's gonna be like, your livestock's all gonna die. That shit happened. She was just declaring random things because she was angry and didn't like anybody.
I feel it, you know.
I know.
Goody Karen, though, you know.
Goody Karen. So she does this all around the world, all around New Hampshire. She just yells at people, and they happen. So they try her as a witch. They find her guilty. They have learned since the witch trials that you probably shouldn't just like drown people anymore. So what they do is they send her to Massachusetts and for life. So they send her life in prison for Massachusetts. This woman lives another 20 years, which if you don't know, so she's like 72, which is super old in the 1800s to like live that long, right? She gets brought back because boss is like, she's lived a life, right? Like this woman should be dead. We don't want to take her anymore. She's your problem. We're in Mass. You're in New Hampshire. You take her. So they're forced. The town has to build her a house. So they build her a house and they leave her there, never bring her food because she's 72-year-old, and they let her die.
Hey, yo, that's not at all what we talked about in the Zenoscope story. That's crazy.
But here is where we get to probably the stuff that Zenoscope did take, because this is the fun, what we can play with.
Yeah.
So they find her when she's out there. They unbury her. So they find her. They find out she's dead. They tell the town. When that happens, everything goes crazy for the town. Like rainstorm happens for a few days. Animals die. All these things happen. So they're scared. They go back to her after they buried her, bury her up, stick a stake through her heart like she's a vampire, and then bury her back.
Damn, disrespectful, dude.
And then the curse stopped. So that's the story of Goody Cole.
The curse stopped?
It stopped supposedly. And then some people say they see her. The urban legends are she still haunts the grounds, blah, 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 blah. And then a few years ago, they recently said, we, as the town of Hampton Beach, have declared she is not a witch.
A bit late.
You're backing Granite State Punk, Cole. You're backing Granite State Punk. Or you can back any of our stuff. We'll go through the whole list for you, Cole. Cole's a good dude. He's from Comic Burrito, if you guys have ever heard of that program. You may have already backed Granite State Punk. I'm not sure if you did yet, Cole. I know you backed the first one, but I don't know if you backed the second one yet.
Travis, have you tweeted out your project recently? Because I was looking on your Twitter timeline. I was going to retweet and I didn't see it there. You were kindly pimping all of our books, but you forgot to.
No,
pimp
I have
yours.
not. I failed to do myself. So let's do that out in the Zenosphere. Let's get it
You
out
got to do
there.
yourself.
Yourself, man. Do it up.
Oh, you did
yourself.
not. Well, back it, my dude. I mean, this is a Future Scout book. You're getting it early, so this is the one to back.
This is the collector's edition.
Right, exactly. You with the orange cone logo before the Scout gets a hold of it and does all their stuff.
That's right.
So it's very, very cool. It's like the red. It's like those red Xmas with your logo. They just fly out the door, right? Collectors are just after them constantly, right, Clay?
We're almost sold out.
See,
We're almost sold out. I got like one or two laying around, and that's about it.
see, it's where it is. Oh. I like how when you take it off a little bit, CSNN. I need more, Cole. I don't know what's going on.
When you guys do publish through Scout, do you think that they're going to allow you to print it with the full letters, or they're going to cut those shits in half? Do you think?
No, they've. It's already exactly as it was. I actually added an F word.
Good. Yeah. No, that was just me fucking around because they did me dirty on As of the Bar.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I thought you were saying that it's heavy dialogue because it is heavy dialogue in Granite State Punk.
No, I mean I like heavy dialogue, and you know, I also think that if a publisher sees a book on Kickstarter that they like, they should have no say as far as like what you remove. You know,
Right.
That was my deal with Black Mask. You know, publish it, but do not tell me what to take out.
I can't do a custom cover with your shirt off, but I can send you a shirt off a Polaroid. That's not a problem. That's doable. I mean, you guys do that for all your fans, right? That's not something weird that he's just requesting for me, right? Like you guys always get those requests, right? Looking at you, Kat. Kat, you? No? Nobody?
I've gotten a bottomless request.
You've got a bottomless request? Was
Yeah.
it Raven?
From Mr. Gregory. Yeah.
All right. But since you're here, Cole's a great guy. He runs a whole bunch of stuff. Let's tell him about a couple of these things that he may have never checked out. I asked for that for every Kickstarter and haven't gotten it yet. You're right. You have asked for it, but there was a time when I had a scar on my chest and I was embarrassed, but that is healed. I did. I went outside to check my radiator fluid and it splashed me in the chest, and I had like a weird Zangief like red mark in the middle of my chest for like a year and a half.
I think that's pretty cool, actually.
It was pretty cool. Yeah. It has since healed, which is kind of sad. And here's the worst part. So I was giving my my son my phone, hit my old phone for him to play with, and I was worried about it. And I looked at it, and all I saw was like my bare chest there, and I was like, "What kind of pictures was I sending?" Like,
hell yeah, dude!
I was like, I didn't like. Did my wife ask for this? Like, did I do something that I'm not aware of? Did I black out drunk and this is bad? Like, what is that? What happened to Clay?
Well, Clay's like,
Too
I'm done.
much.
I mean, Clay's tired of hearing about your tits, Travis. All right.
Damn it, Clay. I'm so sorry. Well, Cole, a happy birthday. Let me show you. Clay, I'm sorry. I know that you do
I love that he's in the same position too.
I know that you do a children's show, and I apologize if that can affect you based on my bare chest. But I was protecting my phone before giving it to the child. I want to clarify that. Maybe that wasn't clear.
Yes, I have no idea what anyone was talking about because my internet is super janky tonight. I do not know what is going on, and I apologize. But I'm here. I came running back. Running back to join the fun.
So yeah, we're trying to get 2 more backers. So Cole, but if you can help us by sharing it out, Granite State Punk, I will see what I can do about the pick. But we also got some other cool books. We've got Monster Matador. Have you ever heard of Monster Matador, Cole? Let's see that. Okay.
Cole, you got to check it out so Charlie can put it on my bookshelf.
Yeah, that's like this is basically Antonio Banderas. And basically what happens in between El Mariachi and Desperado, from what I understand. That's correct, right?
It's pretty accurate. It's pretty accurate. Yeah.
It's pretty accurate. Yeah, this is, he was a bullfighter, and then he's just like, I'm going to give this up and just play guitar as a mariachi because it's too much work.
It's too much work. He fought these giant monsters, and he's like, no, I'd rather just play guitar
and fight gangsters.
I just rewatched those actually recently. They're pretty good. The first one is still it's an incredible movie. El Mariachi. I think he did it for like $7,000.
Yeah, El Mariachi, like growing up, just watching the behind, Rebel Without a Crew, like learning movies was. You're a real movie, like someone who wants to make movies. If you've seen that. Watched it, the 10-minute movie school, the 30-minute movie school, which I learned way more than my $100,000 degree. Absolutely. So that's what we get. Kaijus. Go ahead, say it. Tell us.
Mad Max meets Godzilla with a healthy dose of telenovela. If you love action, if you love matadors, if you love kaiju, you will love it. Ryland Grant actually has a good quote about it. Hold on.
Are you still with us, Cole? I miss you.
Let's see.
And we've got some cats. Cole likes cats. I mean, Colbert and cats are basically the same thing, right?
Right.
That campaign looks really cool. I as soon as I saw that, I had to back it. Big cat lover here. I have my buddy off screen right here. Let's see if you can see him. Come on, Papa.
I want the Spider-Man print really bad, so I hope that this happens.
I hope so too.
It's gonna happen.
We're gonna make that happen. So if you like cats, Cole, this is a book about cats. You can get 2 volumes of books about cats.
Yeah.
And dope stickers. She always gives really cool stickers.
I do. I am a sticker fiend myself, so I always make sure that the stickers are really good.
Cole, 1 of 2. I'm not sure what that means, but all right.
I'm not sure either. But yeah, you're totally welcome to back it. I won't stop you, Cole.
And then we've got Destiny New York, which is the most important Kickstarter. Oh, both of my cats died. Well,
what?
That's sad. Don't say
What?
that. Cole.
What?
Both of my cats died.
Oh, the comment. Jesus Christ, dude.
That's sad. Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible. I'm so
That is
sorry.
Cheapers.
Oh, I teed 2 more backers. Okay, so you got Grand State Punk. We appreciate
Oh.
that. Yes. Yeah, we appreciate that.
I'll loan you one. I have a herd here.
Oh.
You can borrow a cat.
And we got Destiny New York. Tell us again why this is the most important book on Kickstarter.
I mean, dude, you're making me seem like an asshole. No. Destiny New York has been on the platform for a long time. It has it's definitely the it's the platform from which I launched my Kickstarter career and my indie creator-owned career in many ways. I'll give you the pitch. It's about a girl who had a prophecy made about her when she was young. She completes her destiny when she's just 13, and now she's entering her 30s, trying to figure out life after destiny. It is about not letting people define who you are. It's about staking claim over your own fate. It is a romance at its heart between the lead character Logan and a mystical mobster Lilith. She's on the variant cover by Jen St. Ange. We have beautiful covers this time around. We have the main cover is by Eliza Romboli. Variant is by Jen St. Ange. We have a special add-on only cover by the man, the myth, the legend, Ivan Tao. That covers the main image for the project, the Ivan Tao.
I got to tell you, this is so sexy to me right here. This is like this is the sexy covers that I would get. Like I tend not to do the full nudes, but this stuff I love.
Good, man. Yeah, I mean that is the intention for sure. We have books like Cheeky where we'll show a bit more, of stuff like that. But with Destiny New York, we do I see kind of like an HBO vibe where there's sex and violence and cursing and stuff, but it's not about that. It's just it has that because that's part of life. Destiny New York is a book about what it means to be a person who is alive on the planet Earth, knowing that one day, eventually, this all ends. So it's about coping with that fact and coping with the idea of giving yourself meaning when we know that this is all impermanent. But we also have romance elements and covers like that which are classy but sexy.
Nice. All right, and then we've got one more to show you, because I know you love Lovecraft, or at least you backed Cthulhu. Even though actually you don't like anthologies, this is Lovecraft without an anthology, so this may work for you. Clay, is your internet working, or do I have to pitch it?
I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's going in and out, so I'll start talking. If I freeze, pick up the slack.
All right.
All right.
Let's talk about it. I'll bring it up in just a second.
Let's do it. There it is. Yeah, this is Dream Quest. It's a 48-page one-shot set in the world of Lovecraft's Dream Cycle. It's a direct sequel, but you don't have to know anything about the Dream Cycle stories to enjoy this. We fill you in on everything you need to know. It's got great art by Mick Byers and Julio Rojas. It's edited by Frank Pittarisi, who's a former Marvel and DC editor. He's been a joy to work with. And we got some creeps. We got some sexy covers there. We got some of the little more explicit stuff that maybe Travis isn't going to go for, but some of you out there in Kickstarter
most of the internet does,
like
so
that
you're
stuff.
fine.
Yeah, most of the internet seems to like that stuff. So, we've got some original art. We've got the Fried McComics value meal, where you can get all of the Fried comics that I've done, plus everything that Mick has done. His company's called Mick Comics, so it's the Fried McComics value meal.
Nice.
And there's some of his original art there.
Now, are you really that big of the chair, or is that an actual size of the chair? Because it feels like it's photoshopped a little bit. Like the chair is either shrunk or you're bigger than the chair. Like, what's going on here?
Oh, no, it was a real chair. It was
Okay.
a real chair, yeah. And it felt great on my butt. Good chair.
Is that one owned by the Kardashians, Steven? That chair?
No.
You were paying attention. Not rich enough?
No, it's cheap looking. Let's be honest.
Right.
Too cheap for the
not big.
Kardashians.
It's certainly not big enough for Kim's booty.
See, I
It
would
was
say
just right for mine, not for
It's
her.
just right for yours, but she
Yeah.
needs a little extra width.
and I like that jacket, Clay. I've got to say, like, I live in Florida, so I wish I could hide more of myself under jackets, and I just can't. I just have to show the whole fat, or I'll get hot, So kudos to you to be able to wear cool jackets and accessories. Like, I would love a scarf or a little Afghan. Like, I
Good
think
scarf.
I think that would go well for me.
Yeah.
Is-
I could see you rocking a scarf.
Yeah, I would rock a scarf. Hi, Danny. How are you?
Hey, Danny.
Does everyone know Danny here?
Mhm.
Clay, you know Danny?
I don't think that I do.
Okay, so Danny Morales runs a store in Orlando called The Collective. Very, very good guy. Very big supporter of indies.
He was with you on Blake's show last night, right?
Yes. Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Danny, so if you ever have any retailer tiers, let him know. Keyzone of sell retailer tiers to him is, I'll kind of spoil it for you. It's got to be affordable and it's got to come soon. Like, his boss doesn't like months and months.
Got it.
So if you have one that's a reasonable, hey, we're going to come out in like 2 or 3 months, that's reasonable. But if you got like a 9-month delivery, probably not gonna do that. But got some stuff. We're trying to get Pat in the store. Pat, are you going to come to MegaCon, or are you going to go to C2E2? Come on, come to Mega.
I wrote MegaCon and I said, guys, have me out as the guest. And they wrote something, oh, it's very competitive, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So we shall see. Tell MegaCon that you want the boy, and I will come.
Right. Danny, Pat Shan store exclusive. You get him out there because they're getting they're getting a big section. Maybe we can make this happen. And Clay, you'll probably go to MegaCon this year, right?
Sure. Yeah. I'll
Well,
write them.
like, Scouts. That's their big show because it's a local show. So
got
you out.
it.
Like I was actually saying, like you probably would because, and then your book is coming out in like April, May, right? Is that the plan, or is it later?
I'm not really sure what the schedule is at this point, but yeah, that's I think that's a decent time frame to look at. Yeah. When is MegaCon?
Beginning of April.
Oh, got it. Okay.
They normally they treat it like a New York Comic Con a lot of times, where it's a little bit before. We'll get books out a little bit before.
I heard it's a good show.
It is a good show, and it's going against C2E2 this year, but which is a problem. But it has like 6 months ahead of C2E2. Like it's already been booking guests and stuff like earlier than C2E2. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, because C2E2 is usually not that early, right?
It's not. Yeah, they want to take out. I think C2E2 wants to take down Reed Pub.
C2E2 in the past was always in March, and it's the last weekend in March this coming year. They had with everything going on with COVID and everything, they tried like an August show this year and like December last year.
Oh,
December.
That's why. Okay.
Yeah, December really didn't work from my understanding, but
no, I mean
they're back to March again for the coming year.
That's good. I mean, March is when con seemed to start up again. Con season. December is such a bad plan. But maybe I haven't done it before. It'd be cool to do it.
I'll get you there. What do I got to do? I just got to figure it out, right?
I mean, it would be cool to go for sure. Do you guys know Armin Nassim?
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, he does a show like this too. He's a Kickstarter creator. He is I think he's someone to watch, you guys. He's been doing he's trying to do a single issue campaign every single month this year. And he delivers before he launches, but he's still somehow managing to do it. And he sent his recent one was called Lunar Smoke, and he sent it, and it was in a box printed with the art of the comic, custom made. And he had a shot glass in there too, Lunar Smoke. And I was just so impressed. I think he mentioned doing MegaCon is what made me think of it too. That is really impressive to me. This young guy out there doing a campaign a month and this is his first.
How is he still sane? I'd go crazy.
I don't think he is insane. He's a crazy bitch, but it's yeah, I was talking to him at New York Comic Con. He's definitely an interesting fellow. It's pretty.
I've seen him, and I keep letting him down. Like I keep promising him to do backer shares, and then I forget. I've been meaning to make it up to him. So
he's a good guy. Have you seen him in person yet, or no?
No, just on the internet.
Dude, the energy in person is insane. He's a good man, strange man. He's a good man.
Nice. No, I like him. I like him. I do like him. I think he's cool. I think he's got a good vibe of the people he brings with him.
Yeah.
And you're right. He does like a kind of show like this with various people, which is pretty cool. And all his show is wild. Like the people he has in it. Like he has very different creators from all different spectrums. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that's going. Danny, are you still here? Did you leave? I don't know. All right, so I'm still one backer short, guys. What are we going to do?
Bullshit. Come on, guys.
It's my show, right? Right. Everybody else gets to leave. We're 4 minutes from midnight. We just need one more.
They've all backed
it's 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's we gotta get it. We gotta. It's 9 o'clock for Stephen. He can put his kids to bed. So. But it's midnight. I don't want to keep you guys longer than midnight. I've got some stuff to do to get my own backers.
Yeah, this has to happen right now, dude. I'm starting to get pissed.
I'm starting to get pissed. So if you know anybody, make sure you backed it. Check it out. It's not hard. We've only got 40 hours left, so you're at the bottom of it. You gotta show some love, show some support. I'll tell you a little story about the book. That's to kind of kill time. I'll post it in the chats. So, Granite State Punk. I think I've shared this before. This is the book that I wanted to make, right? This is the first book where money wasn't an option. My grandmother passed away, and I was allowed to make a book because I had the extra money the way I wanted to. And I handpicked the artist. That is the artist that I wanted to work with. I didn't have to make any concession. I got the covers I wanted to, and I was going to spend whatever I needed to make this book. And the original story for the book was about a guy who goes to this house. He goes to his former house and is like, "Hey, can I dig in your backyard? Because I have a time capsule there. I used to live here." And he goes and he goes in the backyard and he finds a whole bunch of bones, and he finds out that the family was a murderer. He thinks it's that person. He starts investigating and finds out that his parents were murderers or mass murderers and burying people in the background. That was the story. Didn't have witches, didn't have anything, didn't have the breaking the fourth wall, didn't have the New Hampshire face coming down, didn't have any of that stuff. But when I started writing it, I just started writing this love letter to New Hampshire and to where I grew up and all that stuff. And I have a lot of disdain for that because I grew up in a broken home, drugs, alcohol, all that stuff. And I really been using this to kind of vent and show what I love about the state and what I'm still trying to get over. And I think it comes through on the page, how personal the story is and how invested I am in it. So
I think so too. And I think that everyone should go in the comments and right now tag your least favorite Facebook friend and guilt them hard into backing this.
Raven Gregory. All right, cool. And we got it. We got it. Somebody supported me. I appreciate whoever that is. Whoever you are, I love you. You're great. I think you're awesome. You're my best friend. Unless you're Raven Gregory, then I like Pat more than I like you, Raven. I know that Raven's been in my group, but By the way, speaking of Granite State Punk, no, I'll tell this off air. Sorry, that's an off air part. Anyway, so we're done. We're done. Thank you guys for all your support, getting us where we need to go. I'm going to give you guys one more time to go around the room and say where people can find you. We still got to get Cat funded. You've got $100, $99?
$99.
So let's make sure we try to do that this week. Try to get that done tomorrow so she can start the weekend funded, do all that stuff. It's harder to get money on the weekends. So do it now.
Yeah.
So what do we got? Who's first?
You.
Find me.
It's your show. Yeah.
Substack. That's where you find me. I do a lot of Substack stuff. It's very cool. In fact, when I get rid of you guys, I'm going to go write a Substack tonight to let everyone know it's 48 hours left. The Substacks. Most professional writers would save these things so they didn't have to do them late at night at 12 in the morning, but I'm a special kind of creator. I want to invest when I do it, not pre-plan anything.
No.
I believe that's what Tyler says in Comic Lunch, right? Don't pre-plan anything, wing it as much as possible.
You're keeping it fresh.
Right.
You're keeping it fresh.
Yeah, Tyler's advice is always just dive in.
Right, just dive in. Pat, where can people find you?
I am at Pat Shand, which is my name anywhere. Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Right now I'm on Kickstarter, tinyurl.com/Destiny New York. You can go there and back volume 6 and read your new favorite comic book. It's running for 6 years now, 6 volumes. I am so proud to have done this. I am so happy to have people who still want to read more of this story. It's so cool that we've been able to run it for 6 years. I hope for many more years. And yeah, it's the last days of this. We are wrapping up tomorrow. We have 21 hours to go. So let's do the goddamn thing. You can get the new volume, volume 6. You can get any of the previous volumes. You can do the new reader tier and just get volume 1. There's countless ways that you can pledge and get a beautifully illustrated and passionately written from your boy graphic novel. And yeah, I mean, that's all I got to say, you guys. I'm fucking done, okay?
Kat, what do you got?
All right, you can find me at lifewithkatie.com, at Katrina Rotes on Twitter, at lifewithkatie on Instagram, and catscratchpress.com will take you to the Kickstarter with 20 plus short stories all about cats living their best lives.
Oh yeah.
And we've got everything from presidential cats to chef cats to baseball playing cats. If I haven't thought of it, well, it'll be in the next volume. But like we said, we've only got $99 to go to get funded, so let's get this done.
How much to get you to write about Pat's cats?
There happens to be a reward tier where I will write a custom story about your cat or your dog or your kangaroo, if you have a kangaroo, I guess.
Clay.
That's cute.
So there is.
Yeah, I have a
tier for that.
kangaroo. I'll get on that.
All right, Clay.
They're native to Arkansas, aren't they?
I'll be watching for that.
I like it.
All right, Clay, tell us about your kangaroo and where we can find you.
Absolutely. You can find me riding my kangaroo often about noon. We're both drinking, me and the kangaroo, and then we'll tweet. And so you can find me on Twitter at Clay's Evil Twin. And I too am on Substack when I'm not riding my kangaroo. And you can sign up there. It's Order Up is the name of the Substack. I don't know. What do you call your Substack? You can go to friedcomics.com, which is where you can find a lot of my books. But if you go to friedcomics.com/free, you can get a little free book and sign up for the newsletter, aka the Substack. And Dream Quest on Kickstarter now, burning up the charts, tapping into that Lovecraft magic.
And so close to 10K. I think you're gonna get it.
So close.
So close. Steven.
Let's do it.
When I'm not cleaning the Kardashians' toilets, I'm at Monster Matador on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, monstermatador.com, and Monster Matador now on Kickstarter. So we've got a week left. We've got a ways to go. So any help we can get, I appreciate it. Thank you. And Charlie really needs the book on Clay's bookshelf. So
That's true.
Yeah, don't you care about Charlie and what Charlie
think
needs?
about Charlie. Do it for Charlie.
Right. Exactly. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. We are out for the night. Thank you for another Creators Hangout. I will be back next week because even though Granite State Punk is done, we have Tales of the Collective, which we didn't talk about at all tonight. Bearded Comics coming in late saying, look at this crew. Hello, Bearded Comics. We all love you. But we're going to talk about all things Tales of the Collective next week. We're going to have the crew of that coming on. And I have Holiday Spirits coming right up, which Clay did the forward on the first one.
That's right.
Which is a great book. So we're going to be launching that very soon after we fulfill Granite State Punk. So be ready, be excited. We'll be around. And then Pat apparently is coming back in a couple of weeks too. So me and Pat will be bullshitting again together.
Yes, the 28th, Mixed Magical Martial Arts.
Be ready, Raven Gregory, because your name will be messaged.
Oh, yeah.
And what's really upsetting me before we go is why did no Stephen Prince give a shit that I randomly tagged them?
Maybe they're all in Europe and they're asleep.
Yeah, probably.
I just wanted one to be like, this isn't my book, so I could argue with them. This is your book.
those arrogant pricks. Let me tell you.
Yeah,
I'm ashamed to be a Stephen Prince.
The European Stephen Princes are the worst.
Yeah, horrible, and they don't shower
Terrible.
either. Okay, whatever.
it's offensive, and I apologize that you have to go through such an ordeal. But all right, that's it for tonight. We'll do our outro and goodbye. Anybody who is on the show, if you want to hang out after, we'll talk. But if not, you can go. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you.